Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to explore some of the most valuable and sought-after Kennedy half-dollar coins. United States of America, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video because what I'm about to show you could change the way you look at pocket change forever. We'll be covering the top 4 Kennedy half-dollar coins with amazing market value, including error coins, silver editions, rare dirty condition finds, and even unique color shade varieties that have become major players in the coin collecting and investing world. These rare treasures are more than just pieces of history. They're some of the most valuable coin collectors are hunting today. So, if you're a coin enthusiast or someone who appreciates the beauty and significance of American currency, this video is definitely for you. All right, let's get started. First up, the legendary Kennedy bicentennial half-dollar, 1776 to 1976, Denver D mint mark, silver version, even in colored or dirty condition, the type of coin that collectors dream about and one that could be life-changing if you hold the right variety. The year 1976 was no ordinary year in America. It marked the 200th anniversary of independence, a moment of celebration across every city and town. To honor that history, the U.S. Mint produced a special commemorative half-dollar featuring the beloved President John F. Kennedy. On its reverse, for the first time, appeared Independence Hall, the birthplace of liberty. But among those millions of coins, the silver D mint mark issues stand out as mysterious treasures. Coins that today can be worth a fortune beyond imagination. At first glance, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar may look ordinary. After all, millions were minted in both copper-nickel and silver-clad. But hidden within that sea of circulation are rare survivors that defy all expectations. These coins, struck in silver the Denver Mint, carry stories that send collectors into a frenzy whenever one appears at auction. Their value does not depend only on silver content. It rests on history, rarity, and a handful of errors and varieties that make them priceless. One of the most alluring features is that D mint mark tucked neatly beneath Kennedy's portrait. That small letter connects the coin to Denver, and collectors know that within those Denver strikes, astonishing rarities exist. Whether struck on wrong planchets, misstruck with doubled images, or preserved in unique conditions, these can climb from pocket change to millions in the blink of an eye. The very design captures the spirit of America. On the obverse, Kennedy's dignified profile, symbol of a young president whose life was cut short. On the reverse, Independence Hall, standing tall as the birthplace of freedom. To hold this coin is to hold 2 moments of American destiny. 1776 and 1963, both fuse into one shining piece of silver. That is why collectors chase it with such obsession. It is more than money. It is memory cast in metal. Now imagine that you discover such a coin in colored, dirty, or even heavily worn condition. At first, you might dismiss it as ordinary pocket change. But appearances deceive. Even in rough shape, the right Kennedy half can fetch millions. Condition matters less when the rarity itself is astronomical. Dirt, toning, and discoloration only prove the coin's authenticity and age, enhancing the aura of survival after nearly half a century. The thrill of this coin lies in its unpredictability. Among countless millions, only a handful carry the traits that make them extraordinary. Some may have minting flaws, others were struck with silver content far above average, and some remain uncirculated and untouched. Each rare example is like a golden lottery ticket, disguised as a half-dollar. That is why every collector inspects bicentennial halves with eagle eyes. When one of these special Kennedy halves surfaces at auction, the room electrifies. The bidding starts modestly, but it escalates quickly. Collectors and investors lock horns, raising paddles higher and higher, until the final price leaves the world stunned. Newspapers report it, experts analyze it, and for one lucky seller, life changes forever. Wealth from coins is unlike wealth from anything else. Stocks can crash, businesses can fail, but a coin like this holds enduring power. It is not just silver. It is a piece of America's 200-year journey. That emotional tie gives it strength far beyond bullion value. To collectors, it is a fragment of national pride they are willing to pay millions to own. Even more gripping is the thought that these treasures often hide in plain sight. Found in change, inherited from grandparents, tucked in dusty drawers, Kennedy halves appear everywhere. Most are common, but 1 in a million is life-changing. That element of chance keeps people searching. At any moment, someone could stumble upon a coin worth more than a mansion. Think about the stories these coins could tell. Mint workers striking them in Denver during the bicentennial year. Families holding them as keepsakes from 1976 celebrations. Collectors tucking them away in albums. Decades later, they emerge again, carry with them whispers of fireworks, parades, and the patriotic heartbeat of America's 200th birthday. That is why no one should ever spend a Kennedy half from 1976 carelessly, especially one with a D mint mark and silver composition. To let such a coin go cheaply would be to give away a fortune disguised as 50 cents. The right coin could elevate an ordinary life into extraordinary wealth overnight, with the strike of an auctioneer's hammer. So remember this. The 1776 to 1976 Kennedy silver half-dollar with the Denver Mint mark is not just a coin. It is destiny hidden in your pocket, a fortune waiting to be discovered. If fate ever places one in your hands, guard it with every ounce of caution, because this small piece of silver has the unimaginable power to rewrite your fortune, to turn dreams into reality, and to prove that sometimes history's greatest treasures are hiding in plain sight. Next up, too, the 1992 Kennedy half-dollar with the P mint mark in silver, United States of America, even in colored or dirty condition. I'll keep it engaging, gripping, and fortune-focused, perfect for storytelling or YouTube-style narration. The year 1992 may not sound like distant history, but for coin collectors, it carries one of the most electrifying secrets of modern numismatics. That secret is the silver Kennedy half-dollar, minted with the P mark of Philadelphia. At first glance, it looks like a normal 50-cent piece, but beneath its surface lies the potential to be worth millions in today's market. This coin is not just change. It is the spark that could set your fortune ablaze overnight. The Kennedy half-dollar was first struck in 1964 to honor the memory of President John F. Kennedy. But by 1992, it had evolved into something even more special. For the first time, silver proofs were produced as part of official mint sets. Yet within that series, a tiny fraction of coins show traits and varieties so rare that their value skyrockets. Among them, the Philadelphia mint-marked issues stand out as treasures that most collectors will never even see with their own eyes. The presence of the P mint mark is itself a key symbol. Philadelphia, the birthplace of American liberty, gave us the silver half-dollar during an era when silver coinage was nearly extinct. That small P transforms the coin from ordinary to extraordinary, marking it as part of a short-lived, high-quality production that carries enormous historical and collectible weight. Collectors whisper about error strikes, double dies, and planchet anomalies within the 1992 Kennedy half series. These rare mistakes, combined with a precious silver composition, have propelled certain examples to values that defy imagination. While most half-dollars will always remain 50 cents, these elusive variants could command millions, turning an overlooked coin into the centerpiece of an empire. What makes this even more dramatic is the way these coins often appear. Many are found in unexpected places, tucked away in proof sets, stashed in family collections, or forgotten in boxes of old change. They don't always shine brightly. Some appear toned, discolored, or dirty from years of neglect. But those imperfections don't diminish their worth. In fact, a coin's natural aging often enhances its desirability, proving its authenticity and giving a character that pristine examples sometimes lack. The 1992 Kennedy silver half-dollar carries more than financial weight. It carries emotional resonance. Every Kennedy coin connects back to the legacy of a president whose life ended too soon, and every collector feels a history when holding one. Add the bicentennial echoes of America's spirit and the rarity of a silver strike from that year, and you have a combination that no wealthy collector can resist. Picture an auction room where one of these coins appears. The bidding begins with confidence, but quickly escalates into a battlefield. Numbers soar into the hundreds of thousands, then millions, as seasoned collectors and powerful investors fight for ownership. For the winner, it is not just about a coin. It is about securing a piece of history that can never be replaced. And here lies a shocking truth. Even a coin in dirty, colored, or flawed condition can ignite that same frenzy. A simple discoloration does not strip it of value. It adds to its legend. Collectors see beyond the surface. They see the silver core, the mint mark, the date, and the story behind it, and they pay fortunes to possess that story. The Kennedy silver halves of 1992 are not common playthings. They are symbols of endurance, proof that even in the modern age of mass production, rarity still exists. Each one discovered today is like unearthing a time capsule, a fragment of American history preserved in silver, holding the power to elevate an ordinary person into unimaginable wealth. Think about what it means. An ordinary-looking coin, something you might dismiss as loose change, could in fact be the key to becoming a millionaire or even a billionaire overnight. All it takes is knowledge, patience, and perhaps a stroke of luck to recognize its true value. Fortune favors the watchful, and those who know what to look for. That is why no one should ever spend a 1992 Kennedy silver $50 without careful inspection. To trade it away for 50 cents could be the greatest mistake of your life. Somewhere in those small, shiny discs lies the power to change destinies. To own one is to hold lightning in your hands, a lightning bolt of history, wealth, and legacy. So if destiny ever places the 1992 Philadelphia Silver Kennedy $50 into your possession, treasure it, guard it, recognize it for what it is. Not a coin, but a miracle of history. Because in today's market, its value is not measured in cents or even in silver weight. It is measured in millions. And for the lucky soul who possesses it, that single coin has the unimaginable power to change fortune forever, overnight. The 1995 Kennedy $50 with the Denver D mint mark, silver version, even in dirty or colored condition. This will read like a powerful story, perfect for grabbing attention for 10 minutes straight. The year was 1995, and the United States Mint was continuing a proud tradition that had begun in 1964, striking the Kennedy $50, a coin that became both a tribute and a national symbol. But hidden within the coins of that year lies a special treasure, the silver Kennedy $50 with the Denver D mint mark. It may look like an ordinary 50-cent piece, but for those who know its secrets, it is a key that could unlock wealth beyond imagination. At first glance, it's easy to dismiss a 1995 $50 as common change. After all, millions were struck. Yet, the Denver Minute silver issues stand apart. Their silver core, their limited production, and their unique varieties make them some of the most sought-after coins of the modern age. And if you are lucky enough to hold the right one, even in dirty or colored condition, you could be sitting on a life-changing fortune. The D mint mark tells its own story. Each tiny letter stamped beneath Kennedy's profile is a silent marker of the Denver Mint, a place where countless coins were born. But not all coins are created equal. Some left the mint with unusual strikes, double features, or struck on the wrong planchet. Those rare errors and varieties, combined with the silver content, create a storm of value that makes collectors fight with all their might to own one. Every Kennedy $50 carries the weight of history. On one side, the profile of President John F. Kennedy, a reminder of youth, vision, and a life cut short. On the other side, the proud presidential seal, a bold eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. But when struck in silver, these coins gleam with more than design. They gleam with destiny. Imagine finding such a coin in an old collection, dirty, tarnished, or dull by time. At first, it might seem unimpressive, just another old $50. But the truth is that even a discolored 1995 D. Silver Kennedy can be a millionaire's treasure. Condition may matter for common coins, but for rarities of this magnitude, the story and the rarity outshine the wearer. Dirt only proves authenticity. Age only proves survival. Why do collectors value it so highly? Because the 1995 Denver Silver Kennedy $50 is more than a coin. It is an artifact of America's modern coinage history. It represents the final years before the world of U.S. coinage shifted more toward mass production and away from true silver beauty. Each surviving piece is like a message from the past, reminding us that value often hides in plain sight. Auction houses know the power of this coin. When a rare 1995 D. Silver Kennedy comes up for sale, the atmosphere changes instantly. Collectors grip their paddles. The air grows tense, and bids soar higher and higher. A coin worth 50 cents at face value transforms before the crowd's eyes into a prize worth millions. And when the hammer finally falls, history is made. Even more fascinating is how these coins slip through unnoticed. Many are sitting quietly in albums, in dusty drawers, or among inherited collections. Families pass them down, not realizing that they are passing a hidden fortune. Someone could walk past one every day without knowing that in their pocket rests the power to change their life overnight. For collectors, the thrill lies in the hunt. Every 1995 Kennedy half-dollar must be inspected closely. Is the mint mark sharp? Is the strike unusual? Does the silver core shine differently? Could it be one of the rare varieties worth a fortune? That thrill, that mystery, is what makes the Kennedy silver halves legendary. The lesson is simple: never underestimate a coin, especially not one from 1995, bearing the Denver D mint mark, struck in silver. A coin like this holds more than metal. It holds history, power, and the chance to alter fate. Wealth, after all, is not always hidden in banks or vaults. Sometimes it rests quietly in a pocket-sized relic of American pride. That is why no one should ever trade or spend such a coin without knowing its true worth. Too many treasures have slipped through careless hands for a fraction of their real value. This coin has the unimaginable power to make a person a millionaire, even a billionaire, overnight. To let it go cheaply would be to give away a fortune wrapped in silver. So remember this: the 1995 D. Silver Kennedy half-dollar is not just a coin. It is a key to destiny. Whether found in shining proof condition or darkened by years of wear, it carries the potential to transform lives. If fate ever places one in your hands, hold it close, because within that small circle of silver lies more than money. It lies power, history, and the chance to change your fortune forever in a single night. High Voltage, do you want me to now rewrite this ready voiceover script with dramatic hooks like, check your pocket change right now, because this coin could make you a billionaire overnight, so it's optimized for engagement and storytelling? The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar with no mint mark, in silver, even in colored or dirty condition. I'll make it dramatic, engaging, and written like a treasure-hunting story where the coin could change someone's life overnight. The year 1974 may not sound ancient, but in the world of coins, it was a time of hidden treasures. Among the countless Kennedy half-dollars struck that year, one type rises above all others: the 1974 no-mint mark silver half-dollar. To an untrained eye, it might look like just another 50-cent piece. But for those who know its secrets, it is a coin with the power to change destiny. No mint mark means it was struck in Philadelphia, the birthplace of American coinage. And when it comes to the 1974 Kennedy half, that missing mint mark adds an aura of mystery. Combined with the fact that silver was not normally used for circulating coins at that time, any silver no mint mark example becomes a rare survivor. It is this rarity, this whisper of history, that makes collectors dream of finding one. Every Kennedy half-dollar carries a legacy of President John F. Kennedy, whose assassination in 1963 shocked the world. His portrait on the coin is not just metal. It is memory, honor, and pride. To hold a silver Kennedy from 1974 is to hold not only wealth, but also a piece of America's emotional history. That blend of value and meaning is why these coins can fetch astronomical prices. Most people never stop to think about what's jingling in their pocket. Yet the truth is, a coin like this could be hiding in plain sight. Imagine finding a dirty, discolored, or worn half-dollar at the bottom of a box, dismissing it as common, only to later discover that it's worth millions. That is the magic of numismatics, wealth hiding behind the ordinary. Collectors crave the unusual. A 1974 Kennedy half without a mint mark, struck in silver, is not only unusual, it is almost mythical. The combination of no mint mark, the year 1974, and silver composition is so unique that it sets the coin apart from ordinary strikes. That separation is what sends its value climbing from cents to millions in the right circumstances. And condition? That's where the legend grows even more powerful. While most coins lose value if scratched, toned, or dirty, the story here is different. For a coin this rare, condition matters less than existence. A colored, darkened, or worn 1974 no-mint mark silver half-dollar still has unimaginable power. Dirt does not erase its value. It amplifies its journey across decades. Picture the atmosphere of an auction where such a coin appears. The lights dim, the room falls silent, and the bidding begins. Numbers climb faster than anyone can believe, from thousands to hundreds of thousands, then into the millions. And when the gavel finally strikes, one collector walks away with a treasure that will never be forgotten. This is why experts say coins are more than money. They are destiny in disguise. A coin like the 1974 no-mint mark silver Kennedy half-dollar transforms ordinary people into millionaires overnight. It is a reminder that fortune does not always arrive in gold bars or lottery tickets. Sometimes it fits in the palm of your hand, worn and dirty, yet priceless beyond imagination. The 1974 Kennedy half is also a symbol of resilience. It represents a memory of a fallen president, the changing nature of U.S. coinage, and the perseverance of collectors who search tirelessly. Every discovery of one is a victory, not just financial, but historical. Stories circulate of such coins being found in forgotten rolls, inherited boxes, or handed down by grandparents. Most families think little of them, unaware that they could be passing along a treasure. The lucky person who looks closer, who recognizes the no-mint mark in the silver core, could unlock wealth and change their life forever. That is why no one should ever spend a 1974 Kennedy half without inspecting it carefully. To let one go cheaply would be like throwing away a winning lottery ticket. Its power is not only in silver weight, but in rarity, history, and demand. To collectors, it is not 50 cents. It is a priceless key to the past. So remember this. The 1974 no-mint mark silver Kennedy half-dollar is not just a coin. It is a hidden miracle, a fortune disguised as loose change, a piece of history with the power to turn an ordinary life into a legend. If one ever falls into your hands, treat it not as money but as destiny itself, because this small circle of silver could rewrite your fortune overnight.